good morning, you guys. Welcome back. We are hanging out with Valorie Currys this morning from the very popular show, The Following. I'm sure you guys remember we had Kevin Bacon here a few weeks ago. So we're going to get to catch up with Valorie and her character. And quickly, Valorie, I want to introduce everybody here. We've got Nick, who's hanging out with us from Dallas.
Hi, Nick.
Kim is in Kansas City. We've got Kempton in Canada. Justin is in UK. He's in Brighton.
Hi.
Joe is in Las Vegas. And Ayub is also in England. He's in Leicester.
Hi.
And we do have a bunch of people watching us on air. So, hey, you guys, hey, YouTubers, if you have a question or comment, please leave it in our comments box and tag anyone in the Hangout as well on Google+. So, Valorie, The Following, it's getting really good.
Well, it's been good from the beginning.
You're right. Actually, the pilot had me hooked. Definitely.
It's getting crazier and crazier.
Now, if you guys don't know, you played the babysitter.
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
It was then Denise, but really is Emma Hill.
Right. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see. I did see the pilot and a couple of episodes here and there, but I want to watch the whole thing in its entirety because it's just how I am. But if you guys have questions about The Following for Valorie, just get my attention and we'll go. But so I don't want to do any spoilers, of course.
Right.
Can you tell us what's going on with you? I guess, and if for those who don't know, your character that you play and how you've come to where you are.
Okay. Well, Emma Hill is Joe Carroll's most devoted follower. She's been with him since she was 15 years old.
Oh my gosh.
He's been like a father to her, and she's in love with him. And she did kidnap his son from Claire.
From the ex-wife. Yeah.
For him. And now, a few weeks ago, they've been reunited. Except at this point, he's kind of unraveling, and the FBI is closing in, and everything is chaos.
Yes, Kim, go ahead.
I'm a big fan of the show, and one of my friends actually was in the pilot as the newscaster.
Oh, that's
and
right.
Yeah, Michelle Lee. So the question I have for you: how did you prepare for this role? Because it's so. You go from this really mild-mannered person to this really strong person who doesn't take anything off anybody and will kill you if she has to. So how did you prepare for the part?
Well, I did a little bit of research in terms of cults. I really focused on Squeaky Fromm and the fact that everything to her was about her love for Manson. You know, she like Emma, she can do monstrous things, but she's not a monster, if that makes sense. It all comes from a positive place. And then I just immersed myself in the things that Emma would have immersed herself in. You know, she's very bookish and used a lot of Emily Dickinson and Shakespeare and obviously Poe. So yeah, I used that to sort of get the feeling.
I want to say that Valorie is a local Californian and grew up in Orange County.
In La Habra, yeah.
In La Habra. I spent many years in the Orange County area. I lived in Seal Beach and stuff. So for your family and your friends that are here, are they just like over the moon seeing you on Fox every week?
Oh yeah, they're very excited. My grandma was just telling me yesterday how much she talks about. She'll just be sitting on a bus or something, and you know, she'll just start chatting with the person next to her about me, and it's adorable.
That is so great. Now, you went to college in Fullerton.
I did. I went to Cal State Fullerton.
What kind of advice do you give those who are watching who want to pursue acting and a career in television and film?
Well, the advice I have is to study. I mean, I grew up doing theater, and then I majored in theater in school and acting. So definitely study, get as much life experience as you can too, and you just have to be incredibly self-motivated. You know.
Yeah.
Get the tools, and then
there's a lot of no's at the beginning of this road, right?
There's a lot of no's. I think in the whole road.
The whole road.
It's mostly no's. Get used to no. Embrace the no.
Kempton, did you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I have a question too. I love you in the role, and I love you, but I'm really scared of your character too. Can you talk about your audition process? How did they come? How does this role come to you? How did
it was a pretty quick process, and the way that I auditioned, and also Aiden and Nico, who play Jacob and Paul, we had dummy scenes basically because you know there's not a lot of these characters in the pilot episode, and it hadn't been written yet. So Kevin Williamson wrote a few scenes that sort of indicated where things were going to go, and I had a lot of room to create Emma as she really is, apart from Denise the babysitter, and it was kind of open for me to layer that manipulative quality that she has. But yeah, it was a pretty quick process.
So your agent, I would assume, sent your photo in, or how did it work? Like, did they contact you for 1, 2, 3 callbacks, or how?
Well, my initial audition was a session with the producers because they also do Vampire Diaries, and I had been in a few times for that show. I never was on it, but the casting directors had seen me a few times, so I came in for that audition, and that went well. And then I did the studio and network test, where you go in and do the scenes on tape for all the execs, and then I think on my birthday the next week I found out
What
that
a
I got
great
cast.
birthday present!
It was.
Ayub, yes, go ahead.
Well, your first role was on Veronica Mars, if I remember correctly.
It was.
Just thinking back to that, what was the first bit of advice that you got when you arrived on set of Veronica Mars?
I don't really remember getting specific advice. I was terrified the entire time and just kind of trying not to be in the way. I'd never done anything on camera before. I'd never been on a set before.
Really?
I didn't know what anybody did, what anybody's job was, and I was just kind of trying not to be in the way all the time.
Now, okay, go ahead, Joe. What's your
No,
question?
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say that because we do like research and see how many movies and stuff, and I'm just saying it's amazing that how you're kind of relatively new, but you've probably done a lot of work where nobody's seen, but you're new. But to be new and to be on a hit show like this must be a big thing.
I won the lottery. Basically.
Yeah, you did.
I feel.
Well, Valorie, listen, good luck, and we'll be watching the following, and of course, the many other roles you'll be coming up down the pipeline, I'm sure.
Well, thank you.
Very talented actress. So
Thank you.
thank you. Thanks for joining us. Will you take a quick photo with us? There's a camera right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Cheese. Yay!